I would do is just kind of shake it out and run my fingers through it a little bit until it was at like the consistency that I liked. But it definitely works, and you could do some like updo styles with this hair. It could also be very beach hair. There are a lot of different things you could do with this for sure. And keep in mind, the only product I put in my hair is heat protectant. I didn't use any hairsprays or gels or anything like that. This is just using the tool, and my hair's thin, so holding it on for about 4 to 5 seconds. Look at all the goodies. So this is the Wavytalk multi-tool. I want to thank the brand for sending me this product in exchange for my honest opinion. I'm super, super excited about this. I have had plenty of curlers, plenty of like blow dry curlers, but never a multi-tool. So this is like the all-in-one. So I'm going to show you everything that comes in it. And then if you brush your hair and it looks like this afterwards, oh, I feel for you. I feel for you. My whole life I thought I just had frizzy hair, but really, you know. Okay, we've got this one for the small little curls. And we got the big boy. I want to say this one is like a 1/2 inch, and this one is 1.5 inches. So these are just the top pieces. I'm going to get to the base in a second. This is probably the one that I would normally reach for the most because it has what is it called? Tapered. It like tapers off at the end. So to me, this one looks the most natural when you curl your hair, I think. I'm super excited. I think I'm going to try this one today because I've never used one like this. Does it remind you of anything? Me too. Okay. Are we on the same page? I just want to see what it makes my hair look like. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Okay, and here is the brush curler, and then here is the base piece. So I love that it's just like one tool, choose your style type thing. It does come with a heat glove, some clips, and then, this is my pet peeve, it comes with a bag to hold them all. Love when a brand remembers this important thing. So, so important. This is how big the bag is. You can just stick them all down in there. So, we are going to, ooh, they even have the blowout curl tutorial, which is cool because I've had a few of these and I do not know how to use them. And so they have a tutorial slip on how to do it. I'm going to play with that later, but today I'm going to do this one on my hair. Let me grab some heat protectant real quick and get this plugged in, and we'll get going. Okay, so I really just want to show like how it attaches. Literally, you just, that's it. That's it. You just push it in. They each do have the kickstand. Really, really like that. To take it off, you just push the button and pull up. Super simple. And then it has two heat settings, 1 and 2, and that's it. I'm going to do 2 just because I think that's what's right for me. I don't really know. Let me give that just a second and we'll get going. Okay, it heats up super fast. It's been probably like 30 seconds and it's already hot, and I just know that because I went like this and I could feel the heat off of it. There is not, I mean, there's a light saying it's on, but there's not an indicator saying it's ready, and so I just gave it like 30 seconds and then went with it. So I'm going to take this and just wrap my hair around it. I assume that's how you do it. There's not an instruction pamphlet for this one. And this is that interesting looking one. I just want to see what, I should have probably done it in the front. Let me do a piece in the front so we can kind of see. I normally work from the back to the front of my head, but for the sake of the video, I don't have very thick hair. It's very possible that this tool would work more appropriately for someone with really thick hair, because I don't know if you can see, but my hair really doesn't cover the whole barrel. That's what it looks like. So I'm going to do a few pieces with this, and then I'm actually going to change out the barrel so you can see what each different curl looks like. Let's do that. Keep in mind, my hair is a little bit kinky from being curled like 3 days ago, but I did just brush it and it still stayed a little kinky, but mostly frizzy. Okay, so these two pieces, not this front piece, but these two pieces are what this piece did. So I'm going to grab my glove and take this piece off and put a different piece on. And just kind of see what each of them do. Let's do that little one because it's one I would not normally reach for. Got that in. Gonna heat it up real quick. Okay, wait while we heat it up. Okay, once again, it heats up super, super fast. So let's see. My my plug is not super close to my mirror, and so it's kind of making me have to stretch. It's not because the cord is short. It's not short by any means. I just don't have a plug super close to the mirror. Normally I would not get ready in here, but the lighting is a little better in here than it is where I normally would get ready. So I don't hold the heat on my hair very long because my hair is not very thick, but this is what this little curler did. I'm going to do one more and then we'll switch it to that 1.5 inch one. Wow, they spring up so quickly. This is what this one did. You're probably supposed to keep the glove on like the whole time, but you know. Shame me. Okay. Press the button. Let's release it. Let's put on that thick boy. This one. I love this. So that little one actually did not have the kickstand. This one does. The brush does not, which I imagine it probably doesn't need to. And this one does not. So only the thicker barreled ones have the kickstand, which is kind of interesting. Let's let that heat up for just a second. Okay, that's heated up. I pinned back the other pieces that I curled so we can just focus on the new brushed uncurled parts. And this is that, I think this is 1.5 or 2 inches. I'm not exactly sure. Let's see, let's grab a chunk. Okay, maybe I didn't want to heat up quite enough. Pause.
That's who you are, right? Like, I've learned who you are as a person. I like it. It's attentive and, you know, considerate. That's who you were.
Okay, we've let this heat up. We're going to grab a small section of hair. I pinned back the other pieces that we have done the trials on, so we can just focus on the uncurled brushed hair. This, like I said, is like, I think it's 2 inches. I was saying 1.5, but I'm pretty sure it's 2 inches. And again, I have kind of thin hair. And so that is the kind of curl it does. A little bit more of a wave and less of a curl than the other ones. And because I have thin hair, I don't hold this on my hair for too long. I'm going to try another section just so you can kind of see. What it looks like. Can you see that curl? So much more wave than curl for this thicker one. More curl for the smaller one. I think I would prefer the smaller ones just because I like a bit more of a curl. But if you want something a little more natural, I would say go with this one. Again, thank you so much, Wavytalk. I can't wait to use this more. Okay, the lighting's not great, but I wanted to go ahead and show. I went ahead and used the tiniest barrel and finished my head. This is not one that I would normally reach for, and this is before I've brushed it out. And I probably won't actually like brush it out because I do have naturally like frizzy hair, my hair will just get frizzy. So what I would do is just kind of shake it out and run my fingers through it a little bit until it was at like the consistency that I liked. But it definitely works, and you could do some like updo styles with this hair. It could also be very beach hair. There are a lot of different things you could do with this for sure. And keep in mind, the only product I put in my hair is heat protectant. I didn't use any hairsprays or gels or anything like that. This is just using the tool, and my hair's thin, so holding it on for about 4 to 5 seconds.